Good evening, everyone, but most important, good evening, Monty. You know that I also never forget about you. So I was looking today at my friend's chat. I missed it because I was busy. And you see how this is a woman that is very respected, and you cannot say anything. You cannot have anything to say that is not the case. And look what she says about you, and it's the thing is I have a feeling of second-hand embarrassment. I learned this. There's existing this. This is an English saying in Germany. In Europe we don't have this second-hand embarrassment. There's other words and ways of saying, but in English it's like this. Because listen, this is terrible.
Okay, so all right, so we're going by that. Okay, he's gone like this because of his loss. Look at who he's victimising. Look at who he's going for. So he is predominantly going for women and gay men. Am I right in saying that?
I think so.
So yeah, it's all rather odd, and I think he seems to be very sort of analytical. I think maybe he needs to look at himself. Over what he's been putting out there. Look at what he's been putting out there for the last year. That's what I would say to him, and see if. I mean, I'm not a counsellor, although, I've had people say to me, oh, you'd be a really good counsellor. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably fall asleep in the middle of it, but anyway. I would say to him, maybe look at what you've been putting out, and if you'd seen that there is a change in, your content, and also how you're viewing things, because I never knew that Monty could be so gross. I mean, you expect it from certain people, don't you?
Do you hear this, Monty? Did you hear this? That Jan, it must be painful for someone. I can't believe that can be so gross. That's very ugly to hear about yourself. Especially if it's from a moron, you don't give a shit. But if it's from a woman like Jan, then you're like, oh God, you're embarrassed. Monty.
That doesn't surprise you. But I was somewhat shocked at how gross Monty's been, I have to say.
Yeah, because I thought when he first came on
me
the
too.
scene,
Me
I thought he
too.
was like pretty humble and pretty vanilla,
Me also. I thought he's vanilla.
Different Monty nowadays than when he
Yeah.
started.
I liked him so much. I thought cute, smart, nice.
I sense real anger and hatred in the things that he says.
Yes.
And that's where I think it's...
Yes, Monty, and this is your problem because you came on as sweet and you pulled it off well, and you can still pull it off with some people, but not anymore as before. But in the end, you have a lot of internal issues with your edging. I don't know what you have going sexually. You're strange in that area, but this is not good for you. No good energy for you, and not at all. You should go more out. Go more out. Do more things out, not with the computer only.
That's why I think it's worrying. I'm glad I don't live in any of these people's countries because it's like what you said on your video. Why don't people just say, Jan gets on my nerves, instead of just say, what was it you said? What was it?
I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
It was something along the lines of, listen, if you've got a problem with Jan, then just say it. Just say that it gets on your nerves or something like that. And I was in agreement. I said, yeah, that's right. I've got that sort of personality that I could get on people's nerves. I can get a bit full on. I accept that. But I think there's a difference to, just liking someone or not liking their voice or whatever, to actually putting out real hate.
Yeah, I love. That's why I love Jan. How she talked just now. She's amazing.
I'm not bothered with them. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to talk about them. I just leave them alone, like they don't exist in my world.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm the same. I'm the same, actually.
If you want to hear more, this is a good talk, and it's about girl world and how you call it, intelligent talk about girl world using knowledge psychologically. I'm too stupid to talk about what this is. So you go and look yourself, and look, this is the channel. Monty, so did you hear it? That was actually the main point of the video. This was actually for you, Monty. So you should do something about your image. It's very terrible. The first thing I'm telling you, just don't ever mention Jessica Messica again, because if you do that, every time I see that it's your channel stories from the internet and I see that you have in the title Jessica Messica, I just fucking crack up. I don't know, it's like the most funniest thing, because it just shows how damn frustrated, angry, and stupid and mean you are. And you have to release your load also. I don't know, by yourself or with you should go with a woman. Actually, it's different. If you on your own, you can have some good moments, but if you do it with a woman, it's much better. You know that. I don't have to teach you this. Peace, everyone. Good night.